Two of the most prolific power hitters in college baseball square off tonight in the opening game of ACC play. Welcome to Miami, where the Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech take their 9-4 record into Mark Light Field, matching up with the Miami Hurricanes on ACC Network Extra. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. Glad to be alongside Huicho Hernandez. I'm AJ Ricketts. Plenty of players to talk about for both these teams that have stood out in the early part of the season, but a legendary icon at both of these schools is being honored tonight. His jersey retired just minutes ago. Jim Morris, a meaningful night for the man they call Three.
You look at Jose here and see confidence of FIU personified. As good as the lemon lime Gatorade tastes, it's served best as a shower out of the cooler. The exclamation mark of sweet victory savored by the FIU family. We're here in the GC, the excitement, the pride is palpable on this campus as you take a look.
Left field. Will it drop? Yes, it does. That's a fair ball. As Lala makes his way towards third, Demare's waving him home. Lala surging to the plate. He's going to be safe. Play action fake. Wanted Williams in the right corner. Instead lobs it towards the left side. Touchdown, FIU. It's Pharaoh McKeever. Cue up the Sunday afternoon Slade Ciccone montage, and it includes plenty of strikeouts, 7 of them. He used the fastball, he used the breaking ball, he confused hitters all afternoon. 6 innings, 106 pitches.
Coach, I think I see you in the middle of that mosh pit, so is that you right there? I think that's it.
Probably not.
No, are you sure?
Probably
Are you
not.
sure? Shaq West was actually at the football game. It was great to see him coming out after the good times at the homecoming concert. I asked Kenny on air, it's like, Shaq West and Liliani, are they in your iPhone? Are they on your playlist? He said, yeah, they are. Who's your playlist before the game, before on a road trip? Who are you listening to right now?
AC/DC.
A little
old school.
A little bit different of a genre.
Exactly. You're good at bat here. Has barely stayed alive on a pair of pitches now. Gilbertson from the stretch. 1-2. Oh,
Wow.
What a play. He's going to save himself a pair of runs with that web gem there. Taking a look at the Bulldogs, the building where it all began for Hall of Fame center Karl Malone, is no easy place to play. Teams without La Tech on their jerseys are 2-26 here the last 2 years. Good morning from Miami. Glad to have you with us alongside Jessica Green. I'm AJ Ricketts. Well, the Carolina Tar Heels are perfect. They're unblemished, 13-0 on the season, and rarely has any match this season been close whatsoever. When Coco was going to the Australian Open, asked her to bring back a necklace from Australia, and then Coco asked her little brother, 12 years old, you want me to bring you anything back? And he said, I just want 1% of your winnings.
That's a great line from a little brother. That's so perfect.
Yeah, he's catching on. 2 years ago, George Mason came within a game of reaching a spot in the NCAA tournaments. This is launched deep out towards right field. Does it have enough distance on it?
Did he catch that ball?
He caught it. It's robbed. 15 schools all on one network, a new place to call home. The ACC Network coming August 2019. Here at Mark Light Field, Georgia Tech and the Hurricanes. This matchup has become a pretty nice little rivalry over the last couple seasons. 2 games in the last 2 years, going extra innings. Tech winning 4 of the last 6 after Miami had won 7 of 8. And 2 teams still kind of trying to figure out where they are, what kind of team they have. As Luke Waddell leads off with a beautiful bunt. He's going to be safe at first, and McKendry throws it to his bullpen. And he'll reach second base on the air. Trying to mix things up here when a pitcher's in a good rhythm. Why not lay down the bunt?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Still business as usual on the opening day as teams seek a spot in the quarterfinal rounds. FIU will square off against Rice tonight. The 5 seed is the highest FIU has earned since joining Conference USA. What's important tonight for FIU? 3-point defense. These 2 teams played on January 11th. Rice connected on 14 3-pointers. Their ability to drive and kick caused problems for the Panthers all afternoon. Devontae Price now in motion from near to far side. They fake to him a little pitch to Anthony Jones from the ER to the end zone. The hardest earned 6 points you'll ever see in college football this season. Has had a wonderful series, and he lines this out towards right field. Demare sending Zamora home to play at the plate. Got him. Oh, a put out from Gilgenbach. Gunned him down at home plate, and we're going to the 10th. He saves the game. What a throw from right field. Ripped up the middle. Cartaya can't get to it. This might tie the game. Miller Green 2 RBI single. George Mason has knotted it up at 4. The most important race you'll see across America today. The Mark Light Milkshake Race. Intense, competitive. UNCW still found a way to win in what was essentially a sold-out crowd, a hostile environment. They come on the road and stay unbeaten. We learned a lot about UNCW today, and even though they weren't shooting well in the first half, they stayed poised, resilient. A cloudy afternoon in Coral Gables, Mark Light Field, the setting for a Saturday doubleheader. It's college baseball on ACC Network Extra. Today, the Miami Hurricanes look to take the series against Notre Dame on the opening weekend of conference play. And last night's Hunter Tackett, well, Canes fans haven't seen much of him this season, but he made an introduction to the lineup last night.
Yeah, right from his first at-bat.
Milwaukee turns
Great
it over.
steal.
It's a 4-on-1. Beard to Andrews with the slam.
Great play.
Beard could have taken the shot, but whipped a pass to Andrews. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3. Michael Mediavilla allows a base runner, but promptly sits down the next 3 Virginia Cavaliers. This turning in to a classic. Middle of the 5th, no score. 3 combined hits. College baseball at the lights. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hayward swings. It's out into left center field. Chester's rounding third. There will be no play at home. My, oh, Miami. The Canes are alive. Jacob Hayward walks it off for Miami. A very closely contested series. Won each game by only 2 runs. The series finale went to 10 innings. This is lifted, a moon shot out to left field. This will sail out of the ballpark. Launched by Potkel. A 2-run blast, and the Irish take a 3-1 lead. They're just playing hoops at the beach, man. Oh, there's Andrews. All alone, takes flight. Milton out towards the right side. Now he wants to fire it deep down the field to Traquan Smith. Touchdown, UCF. And he had a step on Brad Muhammad. And you mentioned Womack here. You see her out in lane 3 and number 7 sticker. You know, Joe, I didn't make my outdoor debut until my sophomore year because of injury. Womack is making her outdoor debut today as a senior because of injury. But has run indoor before, cross country, been a very valuable member of the Tiger program. Our first outdoor race today. Chester on third, Barr on second, Collins at first. Senior at the plate, the 2-2. Lopez ropes it into left field. It's a base hit and an RBI. Demare's holding Barr at third. The Hurricanes have struck first. It's 1-0.
You were able to catch up with some pretty interesting fans.
Yeah, well, one of the coolest pastimes of sport is, heading with your son or daughter down to see a big game. I wouldn't know about heading down with your kids, but I've traveled with Pops to a big game or two back in the day.
This has been a presentation of ESPN. For Alan Obrador, I'm AJ Ricketts from Coral Gables, Florida. We bid you good night and take care. This has been college volleyball on the ACC Network Extra.